we set off here, I gotta do a real YouTube-y type thing. First of all, if you like this channel, please like and subscribe. Second of all, if you wanna help support this channel, go to blipshift.com/Hooniverse and buy some stuff. Yeah, you, go do that. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to the car, because it's a good one. Hear that rumble? That is the boxer engine stuffed into the snout of a Subaru WRX STI. But this is no mere STI. This is the S209. I'm gonna back up a little bit here because Subaru, prior to releasing this car, released an insane WRX STI variant called the Type RA. And that thing was cool. It was expensive, but it was pretty cool. And at the time when I drove it, I believe I called it the best driving STI I'd ever driven. I wrote a piece on Jalopnik for it. We shot a video of it. You can find all those on the intertubes. But now, just like in one of the Star Wars movies, I forget which one, when Yoda says, "No, there is another." This is the other. This is easily the best STI I've ever driven. And it should be, because it's $64,000. The S-Series STIs have always been Japan-only special edition cars. The S209 is a going away present for this generation of the STI, and it's a gift to the US. This is our first ever S car here in the States. Well, Subaru engineers have tweaked way more power out of that boxer engine under the hood. We're dealing with 341 horsepower now, and that's good. There's still turbo lag. You still like to run this thing over 3,000 RPMs, but once you're going, you're going. And it feels good, and it sounds great, and it's familiar in all the right ways. The better tweaks to this car, besides the horsepower bump, are the chassis upgrades and the aero. There's a big silly wing out back, there's canards on the front fenders, there's areas to release heat from the brakes, there's wider fenders because this has a wider front and rear track. The suspension is fantastic. It is appropriately stiff for the racetrack, but still comfortable on the road. But it is stiff. This feels like a track-tuned STI in the best ways. The gearbox feels so tight in very good ways. The shifts are very precise and very short. The clutch feel is very good. The throttle response, especially when it's in sport sharp, is immediate once you're out of that turbo lag zone. The biggest upgrade with respect to the chassis, though, has to be the turn-in feel. The steering on this is excellent. Usually Subarus are a bit understeery, a bit plowy. It's a bit of that all-wheel drive nature of the car. You get a trade-off when you get rally car all-wheel drive entertainment. This car is, turn-in is immediate. It's amazing. No other STI feels like that. The Type RA got it closer, and then this takes it a step further. Over my head is a carbon fiber roof, which reduces weight, lowers the CG. The brake feel is awesome. Oh, that's my camera gear. The brakes are that good that they send my camera gear into the passenger floor. That was stupid, but whatever. You gotta prove a point. You gotta spend money to make money. I don't know why I said that. This car feels like it is ready to attack racetracks. And yet, these Recaros are comfortable. I really like these seats. The sound system works fine. Subaru's finally gotten better at using nicer looking infotainment screens. So this one actually has some graphical niceness to it. It looks good. It works well. You've got another display up here, which right now is showing me fuel economy, miles remaining on my tank, and instant fuel economy, as well as average. I can change it to show boost and what's this other display? This shows like yaw angle, which is kind of silly. It looks like it shows power distribution. Boost, acceleration percentage, which I don't care about. A bigger boost gauge, which you might like. This gets more boost than a standard STI. more of the PSI, more the PSIs. This says my peak PSI is 20.9. I think this will go to 21. I'm not 100% sure. I got to back that up with facts and research, which I clearly hate doing. You can have a clock and a date display, so you can configure it a bit. This, of course, still has Sport, Intelligent, Sport Chart Drive, which changes the throttle response. I leave it in Sport because it's fine. Right now it's in Sport Sharp because I'm doing the YouTubes. You can adjust the center differential to more front, more rear, more of a manual mode and step it up. I just leave it in auto because it's fine because I'm just driving here. There's a track mode for the stability and traction control, which I've played with a little bit, but I can't push the car hard enough on the street to feel it. I'm sure you could get into some cool four-wheel drifts on the racetrack, but I'm not doing that Orange County, California, because I am not too fast, nor am I too furious. I don't have friends, I have family. But I don't want a Corona. I'd rather have Pacifico if we're drinking Mexican beer. I don't know where I'm going with this. So, let's circle back. All of those upgrades make this the best STI ever built. Sure, some of you be like, what about the 22B? This is the best performing STI ever built. Outside of like 555 liveried rally cars. The price is high. And then there are a handful of dealers adding markups because they're stupid assholes. To be fair, I've seen a number of these for sale listed online at MSRP, which is good and bad. Because it means it's probably not selling that well, because it's maybe a hard pill to swallow for a number of people. Let me explain why this is worth it. Yes, I said that. This $64,000 STI is worth it. It's because you treat it like the limited edition, special edition car that it is. They are only building 209 of these. This one's uniquely special because it's number 0 of 0. It's a ghost car. Ooh. And they're gonna crush it when all is said and done, which is fucking tragic. They're building 209 production versions of the S209, hence the name and all that. So this is built for the die-hard Subaru lovers. It's not built for the casual STI fan. You have to really want it and love it and know what you're getting into. And I'm okay with that. If this was just a production, hey guys, the new STI is $64,000, the entire universe would go, fuck no. But that's not what we have here. We have a special love letter, a kiss off to the STI that only a handful of you are going to buy. And that's fine. I'm good with that. That works for me here. Do not pay a markup on it though. You can find these without a markup, which again, that's the good and the bad. The bad is that there's enough of these not selling that they don't need the markup. But the good news is you can just go buy one at MSRP if you really want one. Does it look a little bit boy racer-ish with the wing and the canards and all that stuff? Yeah, but it's functional. It all works. Those aren't Buick porthole vents. This is not Pep Boys stick-on stuff. That is actual downforce at speed. That is actual heat reduction off the brakes. Those are wider fenders because there's a wider track. It's purposeful. It works. It's there for a reason. And it's a good reason. Because that reason is performance. This is a really, really good car. I'm surprised. I expect to get this car and be like, yeah, it's good, but I mean, who would, in their right mind, would buy one of these? But I get it, and I like it a lot. And if you buy one of these, you will earn a salute and a thumbs up and respect. Mad love, bruv. You will earn all of that from me if you buy one of these. This is a damn good car. I'm still blown away by the steering feel they dialed in. And all of the things they've learned building this, if they make it to the next car, which they should, and then improved upon with a potentially better chassis and all that stuff, it only means that the next STI, the regular non-special STI for the next car, will be that much better. So hold on to your rally car loving butts. I think we're in good shape with this one, with the future of the STI. Subaru's selling a bundle of cars, so hopefully they're applying that into their technical knowledge for the future, for the enthusiasts. There's a 6-speed manual gearbox. The analog delight of this car is great. Pedals are placed so well for heel-toe downshifts. I can live out my Colin McRae fantasies to some degree. I mean, no, I can't. I can't. That dude was one of the best drivers ever. Let's see if this goes. This car, full of splitter guards. Stupid. Sorry, the car had splitter guards. I'm gonna turn around. Oh, sorry, camera. Yep, all that noise is camera gear. So,